All right, so yesterday we looked at different types of parallel lines cut by a transversal. Okay. Wow. Okay. So this first one we said was vertical and that they're congruent. So how should I set this up to solve for x if these two angles are congruent? What does congruent mean? Equal. Okay, so if I know that this angle is equal to this angle, how could I set it up as an equation? Perfect. So 2x plus 60 equals 4x. So it says find the value of x and then find the measurement. Okay, so let's find the value of x. That's the first part. So subtract 2x from both sides. I get x equals 30. Okay, then it says find the measurement. So how would I do that when I know x? Right, plug it back in. So 4x, does it matter which one I plug it into? No, why not? They're equal, right? So it doesn't matter. I'm going to plug it into the easier one. Okay, so I know that that angle is 4x. What is x? 30. So then that angle is 120 degrees. Knowing this is 120, and this is 120, could I find all the other angles? Yeah. So I could use that, this is a linear pair. What do I know about the degree angle of a linear pair? 180. So 180 minus 120 is 60. These two are vertical angles, so 60. And then if I just take this, copy and paste it down to the next intersection, it's the same. Same pattern. Okay. Is this too small? There we go. All right, next one. Alternate interior angles. All right, they are congruent. So if they're congruent, how would I set up this to solve? Perfect. 4x plus 84 equals 16x. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and leave it. We know how to solve, right? All right, let's look at number 3. Same side interior. We talked about these angles being what yesterday? They're not congruent. Awesome, they're supplementary. What does supplementary mean? They equal 180. Perfect. So how am I going to set this up to find x? Perfect. If I add these two angles together, they're going to equal 180. So I'm going to say 2x plus 43 plus the other angle, 2x minus 3. And when I add those two angles together, they equal 180. Okay. All right, I want you to try to set up number 4 and 5. So just set them up. Don't worry about solving them. Just set them up. What? I thought it was homework, but it is. Beautiful. So that one kind of gave you, you're like, well, I didn't have to do that. Does that make sense now? I think I do something. Okay. Anybody need help? Okay. I heard it. All right. Let's see. Ella, you want to tell us how you set up number 5?
I did 30y plus 53
Uh-huh.
equals 7y minus 55.
Perfect. Raise your hand if that's what you did. All right, nice job, guys. All right, someone want to tell me how they set up 4? Okay, Naya.
I did 9x wait, you said 4? Yeah, 9x equals 5x plus 6.
Perfect. Nice job. All right. Fun times, right? You're like, no, I can't stand this. All right. There was one time when I taught this as like a year long, and I made us do a dance. I taped parallel lines with transversals on the floor, and you know, like the game Dance Dance Revolution. It was like that, but for angles like these. It was fun. It was weird. I'm just kidding. It was very weird. One was like to Michael Jackson. It was awkward. I realized that I could not dance very well. It was great. Okay, so these problems are a little bit harder. Okay. All right. What to do? I don't even remember what I did for this problem. I know that those two are equal, but that may not help me. I know that this angle and this angle are equal.
Wait, so when you do that, don't you figure out x or no?
Oh, okay. Why would that help?
Because after you figure out x, I don't know, because you got y.
Yeah.
But you said they're congruent.
These two are congruent.
So then I'll get you like 14x.
Okay, so we might have to do a system. Okay.
Them two equal 14x and that one equals 180, right?
Yeah, it does. All right, so let's see. I forgot how to do this problem. All right. All right, so we said add these to equal 180. 14x plus 10y, and then we might have to stack them in just a minute. Plus 2x equals 180. So then you would have 10y plus 16x equals 180. How did I do this problem? Oh, maybe this might work. Let's see. I know that this is also, but then that's going to be 14x. Oh, we'll try it. All right. If I know this is 14x, this also has to be 14x because they're corresponding angles, right? Okay. So we're going to use some mix of ideas that we're throwing around the classroom and then see if it works. All right. Okay, so this is the top part right here. Okay, I'm also going to add these two to equal 180. So I'm going to say 14x plus 10x plus 6y equals 180. Right? Because these two are linear pairs as well. So then I get 24x plus 6y equals 180. Now I've got a system. So I can do what Andrea was talking about, stacking them, doing a system of equations. I didn't leave myself any room to do that, so I'm going to put it on the board. All right. So after adding let me recap. So you're probably like, what is happening? Okay. So I know that these two form a line, right? And a line equals 180. So when I add this angle to this angle, I get 180, right? So that's what I did. I combined my two like terms. So I have 10y plus 16x equals 180. Now, I know that 14x is in this top right corner. So I know that this is also 14x through corresponding angles. So then, I use the same idea. This is a linear pair, so I add them together to equal 180. So now I've got two equations. So this is a system of equations. Okay? I'm just going to switch these two so that the x comes first. Alright? So I have 16x plus 10y equals 180. Then I have 24x plus, what was that, 6y equals 180. Okay? So is everyone, did everyone follow me until this part? Are we all good? No questions before this? Okay. Okay, so now, systems of equations. So remember those, how to work those out? Perfect. Okay, so I like to use elimination. I think it's the easiest. Unless you have one like this, right? Because you're going to have to multiply both of them. This one is like the hardest one that we could have done. You could solve for one of the letters and then plug it back in. That would be substitution. Or you could graph them. Okay? But let's try elimination. So I'm going to have to multiply each one to cancel off. So the idea of elimination, remember, let's say I have 3x plus 2y equals 15, and then I have x plus 5y equals 20. I want to cancel out one of those variables, and so they have to be the same number but opposite signs. Okay, so then I would multiply this equation by negative 3. Okay, why would I do that? When I multiply, I get negative 3x minus 15y equals negative 60. Okay, now if I ignore this here, when I add them together, 3x and negative 3x, what happens? They're gone. Bye. See ya. Okay? So then I get, what is that, negative 13y equals negative 45, right? Okay? From there I can solve for y and plug it back in. Now, that's multiplying one of them. This one we're going to have to multiply both of them. Okay? So we can either figure out what's a common multiple for 16 and 24, or 10 and 6. You can do that. That's fine. Sometimes I just I'll pick one and I'll be like, okay, multiply this one by 6 and this one by negative 10. If you don't care about your numbers being too big. I know 10 and 6 have a common multiple of 30, right? 6 times 5 is 30.
Oh, yeah.
And then, but if you did 6 and 10, that would still work. You're just going to have larger numbers. Okay? All right. So, 1 has to be negative, right? So I'm going to multiply this equation by 6. And then this one by negative 10. Oh, no, what did I say? I said, 3 and 5. Thank you. 3 and negative 5. Okay? So I did that because when I multiply this by 3, I get positive 30. When I multiply this by negative 5, I get negative 30, right? And then positive 30 and negative 30 will cancel out. Okay? We all following so far? We're all good? Okay. Now, I could have done negative 3 and positive 5. I just chose the negative 5, willy-nilly, okay? Okay, so let's distribute. Now, the biggest mistake from this is people forget to do the multiplication on this side as well. Okay, that's the biggest mistake that I see. So, 3 times 16, someone help me out. 48. It is 48. That was too easy. Why did I not fix that? Sometimes you're up here and it just looks like Chinese. And you're like, I forget how to do this. Okay, and then 3 times 180 It is
Yeah,
540. Yes. Okay, what?
Huh?
What'd you say?
I thought it's how you just fit in that out.
Yeah. Because I was thinking about a circle. Yeah, so 540. Alright, negative 5 times 24? Negative 120. What?
Wouldn't negative 2 be easier than the bottom one?
Then always normal 10.
Because, yeah, if you did negative 2, that would be,
They didn't put X there.
oh.
Yeah, if you did multiply 6,
But
you
we're
got the
trying to
X
find the
there,
X there, but we want to get rid of the Y.
Yeah, so we're going to do, I just chose a Y.
Oh.
But if you wanted to eliminate the X, that's totally fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
Mhm.
pay attention to the rest of the stuff.
It's okay. Alright, so then that's what, negative 30? And then negative 5 times 180? 900? Negative 900? Okay, woo. Alright, now, chickadee check. Are these going to cancel? Yay! I would always put a 0 there as a placeholder, because in algebra 2, you might get like 0 equals 0, and that would be all real numbers. Or then you might get 0 equals 8, which is no solution. Okay, so just for the habit of algebra 2, once you cancel them out, I would keep that 0 there for a second. Okay? Alright. 48 minus 120. What do we get?
Negative 24.
Negative what?
24, I thought.
48 minus 120.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Negative 70. What?
Negative 72. There we go. That sounds more correct.
Did you get like 20 something? Yeah.
I was like, what?
I just did it wrong.
Okay. That's okay. Alright. And then 540 minus 900. Negative 360. That's all right. Alright. So now, I still have an X, so I'll be okay. So I can erase that 0. Alright, divided by negative 72. X equals 5. Nice. Is it 5?
Yeah. Negative 360 divided by negative 72.
Okay. Yeah. Woo! Our brains, my brains today. My bad. I was thinking 720 divided by 36 for half a second. Okay. I switched my numbers. Alright. So now we got X. Cool. Am I done?
Do you plug it in the 14 or?
That would probably be, so that would give us the angle, right? But I need the Y too.
I'll look it back in.
Yeah, plug it into either one, and then either one of these. I would do this one because it's the original, so the numbers are smaller. Okay, do you want to plug it into the top one or the bottom one?
It is a problem.
Top one, sure. Does it matter? No. Alright, I chose the original again because my numbers will be smaller. Like, not 48 plus 30y equals 5.
Oh, that.
Yeah. Alright, so then 16 times 5, 80. Thank you for my calculators out there. What? That looks like that's where we're headed, I think. Yeah. So subtract 80 from both sides. Divide by 10. Y is 10. Wow, that looked all crazy. We just got nice numbers. So our solution is 5, 10. Woo!
All that for the numbers.
For them little numbers. Little baby numbers.
So what is 5 times?
Huh?
What is 5 times? Yeah, problem.
Alright, so, you plug in 5 for all your X's and 10 for all your Y's, right? So basically what this is you've got 2 lines on a graph, and those 2 lines intersect at 5, 10. This isn't probably like systems on this type of problem you probably wouldn't see in the real world. It's just an honors level problem. Yep. All right. But there are times where we have systems, and there are times we have this. They don't really mix together that often. Okay. All right. There's like a weird way they can mix together, and it's not fun, but woof. All right. Fun times. That was a hard problem. That's why I wanted us to do it together. Did I zoom past our math break? Yes. All right. So it's 2:30. Basically, be back by 2:40. So you got to name by 2 points.
So this is 2 capital letters?
2 capital
And
letters.
that's it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh-huh.
So what would I do for this when I get on the lead in one equation?
So we know those are equal. Right. So basically same thing, because you know that 10x plus 25 is the same as this one. And then those are, add those together, the 180, and then add those together to equal 180. If you need to
I'm just asking.
work
'cause
on
that's not
stuff.
mine.
Huh?
I'm just asking because that's not mine. Usually it's like.
Oh, okay. I don't think you'll need it now unless you need to work on stuff. Yeah.
It is okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So you do the greatest common factor of y or x? Or
You just choose. And not to be picky, but it's the least common multiple.
Oh,
It's okay. But I know what you meant. Diana, I'm gonna make those vocab words due Tuesday, so don't stress, okay? You're like, January 15th, oh my god! Yeah, don't stress. 403662. And make sure you do that SP honors geometry. You gonna make it? Oh no.
I think I fooled him because I asked the coach yesterday how to stretch it out, and he was like, just stand there.
Stretch out your knee.
Yeah, okay, so like this knee has been like bugging me for
Okay.
the longest. And it's like I get cramps in it, but I don't know how. So then yesterday, it's like this whole back area, including when, I don't know, it felt horrible, and I didn't know how to stretch it. The back don't hurt, it's just
Have you looked up stretches?
I really want to walk it out already.
You gotta like,
Keep that stretch going.
do some
Yeah,
down.
when I do that, like, I only do it here. I'm trying to
Right, right. It's not gonna. There's not many stretches that'll be that and that. So you gotta stretch out one and then do the other. Oh, you might be tired.
Yeah, I tried to, it like hurts me. So I feel like I pulled something.
When I get X, do I plug it into
You can plug it into one of. You can plug it into one of these. It doesn't matter.
Do you have an extra packet of like what we're doing for this? Because I've just been writing them in my notes.
Ah!
What was yesterday? Tuesday? Tuesday was Tuesday. You're welcome.
Alright, we're gonna do. I'm gonna set up one problem. I'm gonna set up two problems. Work out another and then leave y'all alone. Y'all had a race?
No, I think it was in their head. No, my own since I was pretty good. Yeah. You raced down the hallway. I lost.
Okay.
You wanna get raced down the hallway?
Me?
Yeah.
She got boots on.
She said, deal, she would smoke you.
I love that. I'm pretty fast to me.
We should have a race. We should have like a
Yeah, please,
class
race.
race.
Please.
Okay.
Just one time.
Sprained my ankle.
If I win,
Each and every
no,
night.
I'm gonna race for the rest of the semester.
Rest of the semester.
Yeah. Yeah, no homework for the rest of the semester.
No.
Wait.
Yeah.
I feel like she can dust.
You get to pick a kid in here. No homework. If we win. You can
No.
pick- you can pick
No.
any
It don't work.
Hey, what if we walk and you run? That's pretty.
I don't want to like break my ankle.
You can take your shoes off. I mean,
But then I have my socks on,
If you
and I'll be like.
If you forfeit, we automatically win. Sure, that is true. If you forfeit.
What? I think it'll be straight. How tall is the boot?
Okay,
How about we
automatically
wear
get
heels,
the
you wear
homework.
tennis shoes?
Like if we schedule this.
Yeah. Like the class wears heels, you wear tennis shoes.
Class wears heels. I ain't wore heels in a minute. I'm gonna try.
I got you.
Alright.
And all on the toes.
I wonder. I mean, I can like.
I don't know.
She can hit a little job, buddy. Little job, little shit. They looking at her like, what? That works.
Wow.
Say,
Look at that. That was impressive.
They looked at you like.
Okay, here we go. Maybe we'll see. Maybe yeah. Okay, what's tomorrow? Thursday.
How's Friday? Yes, Thursday.
Thursday or Fridays are I wear like jeans and I have like Converses or something like that on. So maybe on Friday.
We go to the track.
yeah.
So maybe on Friday.
We go to the track.
All right, I'll make sure to wear. I'll wear some tennis shoes. Okay. All right. It'll be my. No, that won't be my exercise for the day. I got to exercise more than that. All right. How do I? Did it stop?